Listen with your heart. It was a clear, crispy day, and Pocahontas had decided to climb to the top of a high mountain with her friend Miko, the raccoon, and Flit the hummingbird. She hadn't climbed this mountain since she was a little girl. They came to a fork on the path, which drag, which directed, which direction should we take? Which direction should we take, Miko? Asked Pocahontas. The raccoon pointed to the gentler, flatter path, which made Pocahontas laugh. Let's try this one, she said, pointing to the narrower, steeper route. They climbed, and the path grew steeper and narrower. Miko chattered away nervously, and even seemed anxious. As Pocahontas sat down on a large tree stump to catch her breath, the wind suddenly picked up. Then the clouds moved in and rain poured down on them. Uh-oh, said Pocahontas, jumping to her feet. We can't stay here, and it's too slippery to climb back down. We need to keep moving. Pocahontas didn't let on to Miko and as the water streamed down to the steep path, she grew frightened. The footing was even more slippery, and she was getting colder and colder. Then she remembered something that her grandmother Willow had told her. I need to listen, Pocahontas said to herself. I must listen to the spirits all around us, and they will keep us safe. She tried to listen, but it was too hard to hear anything over the pouring rain and rushing winds. Miko chattered nervously and clung to Pocahontas. I must listen to my heart, she said, and suddenly she heard them. The spirits spoke to her. They told her to climb a little higher, just a bit, and there she would find shelter. Come on, Miko, come on, Flit, she called over the wind and rain. We'll find shelter, and just a little way up. Sure enough, they found an opening in the rocks, and just a bit higher up the path, between the rocks, was a small cave, and inside it was warm and dry. The three of them made their way into the cave and listened to the rain and wind. The storm soon passed, and the sun came out. Come on, Pocahontas cried to Miko and Flit. Let's go see what it looks like at the top. They hurried the rest of the way up the trail until they came out of a wide flat ledge. Far below they could see the forest, and beyond the sparkling blue sea. You see, Miko, see, Flit, said Pocahontas. We are seeing the world a different way. Isn't it beautiful? And just think, she said, more to herself than to the other two. If I hadn't chosen that unexplored path, I would never have heard the spirits talk to me.